Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back. We're playing the feud.
We're playing the feud. That's right, boys, we're playing the feud.
Eevee.
Eevee used self-destruct.
Eevee used destruction of reality.
Eevee used Roar of Time.
Pretty much. Dude, I want to show you Legends Arceus. When Palkia and Dialga use Roar of Time and Spatial Rend, because they made those moves look ridiculous.
I mean, I would hope so. One of them is literally constructing space, and the other one is literally destroying time.
Yeah.
How does King Crimson work? You can rewind time and you can go back in time, but you can't erase time! How does it work? That is my favorite fucking just stupid meme video. It's just the dude losing his fucking mind trying to figure out how King Crimson works.
Dude. You don't think about JoJo.
It makes perfect sense.
If you don't think about it.
No, it makes perfect sense. It's just the way they describe it is horrible.
Of course.
But if someone shows you an example of how it works, it makes perfect sense. Essentially, all it is, I overshot the gun on that one. Essentially, all it is he has two powers. He has one power that allows him to see into the future 10 seconds, and then a second power that allows him to skip 10 seconds of time. So literally all he does is he sees the future, and then he goes, that's not good for me, and then literally erases that future, and he just appears where he would be in the next part.
I mean,
instead of where he currently is. That was awful.
That worked bad for me.
I mean, I wasn't great, but at least I nicked it. I watched you throw it in the middle of him doing a thing, and was, what the f...
He ran away.
Okay.
He wanted no part of that.
That was scary.
That was a big whoa.
I legitimately thought the game crashed. That's why I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened?
What the fuck happened there? It's the channeler, but not the popular one.
How... Let me put it this way. A Pokemon can never run away in mid-throw of a Pokeball in Pokemon Go. Let me put it that way. I'm just saying. When the mobile game has a better concept of how to make a Pokemon run away without making you think your entire game has broken...
Well, you gotta also remember, Chris. They've updated Pokemon Go Mobile.
Yeah, but it never had that problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Also, this is constructed with toothpaste.
Yes. Literally toothpaste.
It's not the worst game ever made, it is constructed with toothpaste.
Dude, it's pretty bad. If this game came out, I thought it was you for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
If this game came out in, if this game came out and they were just 5 people worked on this, I would believe that. I would literally believe a team of 8 made this entire fucking game.
And I'd be impressed for a game of 8.
Yeah, I'd be impressed. I'd be like, you know what, they did a bang-up job. But I don't think it was that few people.
Yeah, it's Nintendo. It's a big company.
I mean, in fairness, the Pokemon Company is a hilariously small company for the amount of money they actually make.
Oh yeah, there's only
It's barely 100 people.
Yeah.
For a company that makes this much money, they could easily... let me put it this way.
They could triple their staff.
Call of Duty makes, half the amount of money Pokemon games make, and Call of Duty is a team of, 800 fucking people, and also has work done by, 5 different studios, in addition to that 800 studio making the core game.
Yeah,
So, Pokemon has no excuse for how small it is.
Well, they just pay their employees... I can't even make that joke. That they just treat and pay their employees better.
I mean, maybe...
I can't make that joke because it's Nintendo. It's a company in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. You know they're working fucking 100-hour work weeks. When do they see their families? They do not.
They work with their family.
When do they see their family? When it's Family Appreciation Day in the office space and one family member can come per year. Welcome to game development and Japan.
Black companies are terrible.
I was watching. It's funny, they did like a video years ago about the Raw vs. SmackDown team. Because they're also in Japan, the company that made them, or at least they used to be before they were fired and replaced with a different company because they were like, no, they were like, we're gonna work on other wrestling games, and Mr. McMahon was like, can't have competition, you're fired. No more Raw vs. SmackDown for you guys.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, they did like a documentary video on their development of Raw vs. SmackDown, and they're just like, yeah, a lot of the employees sleep in the offices, and they literally had a room that was just filled with bunk beds for the employees to sleep there, and I'm just like, this is not good.
That's not good.
You know, this is not how it should be.
That's not good at all. What, are you saying that they shouldn't be doing that?
Yeah, I mean, the game industry is brutal.
Yeah, that's...
And not a fun place to work in.
Development is one of those hey, it's crunch time all of the time.
Yeah, literally 24/7.
I remember reading about there was companies being like, yes, we are mandating crunch.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
which
what?
They can't really do, but also no one's gonna go against it because they're gonna just fire you if you don't do it.
Why'd you get fired from this company? Because they wanted us to work 2 million hours a week.
Well, the problem is the mentality is garbage. So what happens is, if you're like, all right, well, my shift is over, I'm going home, then your fellow employees will also hate you because they're like, well, I want to go home, but I need to get this done. And it's like, no, you can also just go home. Just do it. Yeah. They literally can't stop you. If everyone in the company went, it's 5 o'clock, I'm leaving.
Clocked
they
out.
Literally couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, the company can't fire the whole freaking
I mean, they could fire the whole fucking thing.
But that would cost them.
They would just lose everything.
That would cost them drastically. And
honestly, I'm surprised the video game industry hasn't unionized yet. I'm actually amazed it hasn't.
Yeah, no, I was just about to talk about that.
Because they have the money and the power to unionize if they really wanted to, but I don't think anyone really wants to.
I don't think that's even really thought. Many of those people thought about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's been thought about, but it's always shut down pretty quick. The thing with a union is you have to somehow create a union without the company realizing it and firing you before the union's created.
Yeah,
that's the problem. So you have to do the whole thing in secret.
Because unions are both good for workers and kind of meh.
Unions are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Unless they're done correctly.
Which most of them are.
And most of them are done really shit, and they end up just being detrimental to the fucking system.
Yeah. I think I've told you about this one, the sprinkler fitter union that I was talking to somebody about.
Yeah.
So, I guess, I don't know how accurate it is nowadays. Somebody I know used to work as a sprinkler fitter.
Yeah.
And he was telling me, the union requires that we can only do 20 a day.
Yeah.
Even if those 20 can be done in 4 or 5 hours.
Yes.
So you have to get an entire day's worth of pay and just sit around for a while, and you're just I could fucking finish this job now.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with unions, is that sometimes they just don't make any sense.
I get it, so you to pace yourself on that.
Yeah.
But
well, it's so they have work.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
It's they want to be paid for doing work. They don't that's the problem with road companies, the companies that fix roads.
Yeah.
They're union.
They could fix
and
most
they
of the roads.
They take their sweet ass time doing it because they're union and they need that work consistently.
So let me give you the one that somebody told me, and you'll get a kick out of it. They're town jobbing it.
Yeah.
And people are like, what do you mean by that? You got one guy doing the work and 4 guys standing around the hole supervising.
Yeah, literally.
Town jobbing it.
Town jobbing it. That's literally most unions, is town jobbing it.
Yeah, no, it literally, I was just that is the most accurate expression.
There's, I forget what union he's in, but there's a guy I know that's in a union. He literally works, I think it's 40 hours for the month. Because that's the minimum amount you can work without getting released from the union.
What's he in? The
So he literally just works 40 hours for the whole month.
What?
And then just, like, doesn't work the entire rest of the month.
What's he in? What type of union
I forget what union it is. I don't think it's welding. It might have been welding.
It might be welding, because those ones are one of those that's a good one to get into, from what I was told.
Yeah, but, like, you can just do, like, the absolute... Like, that's the thing with a lot of the unions, is, like, they have a minimum amount of hours, and you literally just have to work those minimum, and then you can... And normally the minimum is, like, super low. Yeah. It's, like, 20, 40 hours, like, for the whole month. And
but
as
it's
long
just
as
like,
you
how
work
do you
them,
survive
you
on
get,
that paycheck?
They get paid absurd amounts of money because they're union.
You're right.
That's
You're
how.
Right.
Like working 20 hours a month, it would probably be the equivalent of like a minimum wage job.
The whole month.
For you know, working every day and working 40 hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because like.
So go to trade schools, everybody. That's what we're telling you here.
Yeah. Well,
take up trades.
Go to trade schools and look for a union in a trade that gives you absurd benefits.
Go look into trades. Take up trades. Somebody was telling me like what their plan for a job is, and I was just like, nice. That's a good idea. We do need people in trades still. Don't
do what some people I know from school did though. Don't go. I'm gonna go into this trade and then not go into that trade and then die of an overdose. Don't do that. That's not good. Yes. Focus on actually doing the trade and then actually doing the trade.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't get sidetracked. Sidetracking is bad.
Yeah. That's why I wish I went to do a trade when we got out of school.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
I went to a trade technically.
Yeah.
Even though it's not considered a trade. It's too high class to be considered a trade. It's a fucking trade. It's a fucking trade.
Yeah.
People were like, programming's not a trade. Programming is like the top tier, but it's a fucking trade.
It's a trade.
It's a stupid skill you learn that most people can't do. It's a trade.
I tried it. It made no sense to me. And I didn't have the patience to learn it.
Well, you are at a huge disadvantage. Because you're dyslexic.
Yes, but you're also dyslexic.
Yes, I also have a huge disadvantage. I was talking to a kid in school when we were doing programming, and he was just like, "Wait, are you like actually dyslexic?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's just like, "You're doing programming?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I think you're literally the only one
stubborn enough
ever to do this."
Yeah, you're.
I was the only dyslexic in my entire class.
I don't doubt it.
And I mean the entire class of programmers.
You had how many to start?
And there was like 300 of us to start. And by the end, there was only like you could put every single programmer who finished the class in the same classroom. There had to have been only like 25 to 30 of us left.
Wow.
And I made it as the only dyslexic. I made it.
Chris has this thing that I like to call Chris stubbornness.
Yo.
And people are always just like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "No, Chris is stubborn."
Yeah, no, I really am. I'm very stubborn.
Like the expression "stubborn like a mule," that's Chris.
I used to have like every now and then, you know those things where you ever have one of those days where you're like, I'm doubting what I'm doing?
Yes.
See, I have those days, but I'm also incredibly stubborn, so those days always go the exact same way, where I'm like, man, what the fuck am I doing? Whatever, it's too late now, I already started it, I'm finishing it.
Chris in a nutshell.
Whatever, fucking, I'm finishing it no matter what. I already started, I'm not stopping.
Chris in a nutshell.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, fucking.
Did fight this guy already?
I think so.
No.
Okay. She was too busy mourning to fight.
Ah, yes. But yeah, it's impressive.
But yeah, that was But that is how it always goes. Whenever I get into a moment where I'm just like, why am I even doing this? I'm always just like, you know what? It's too late now.
Right now, I've already started.
I already started. I gotta finish.
Yeah, like this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, I am determined.
I am determined to get this channel to a spot that it makes profit.
Yeah, even if it's just $2 a day.
Even if that profit, literally, even if that profit is a fucking $1. That's my goal, and I'm sticking to it till I get there.
My girlfriend's always just like, why are you guys doing that? And I'm just like, because Chris is determined.
I'm determined.
And she doesn't get it.
I'll kidnap 1 million children before I let this company die.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll silence Derek before any of the channel drama gets out. Speaking of which, Derek, you want to come with the journey to me to Alaska?
Why are we going to Alaska, Chris?
No, because it's cool there.
Okay.
But nah. I don't know, Derek. I might replace you. And by replace, I mean temporarily bring in a second person to record some backlog, and then.
Hey, that might be an idea.
I might have to.
Yeah.
Because we have huge scheduling conflicts at this point.
Yeah.
Like consistently now.
Yeah.
So I might start bringing in extra people to be like, hello, this is not Derek.
This is not Derek.
Introduce yourself, not Derek, and they'll be like, hey, my name is Trent. No.
Nope, Derek. You are not Derek.
Actually, I did think about. Oh, whoops. I did think about having one of my friends come on and just call them Derek the entire time. Just see what happens if anyone would catch on. Just be like, yo, what the fuck happened to Derek's voice?
I loved how we had my girlfriend on at one point, and we were just like guest.
Yeah,
no,
guest.
Not even a name, just guest.
Yeah, just guest. This is guest. I think my favorite part of that is the Mario Let's Play. She played like a few episodes, then she dropped out. And I was just like, we start the episode, and I'm like, alright, welcome back. One of our members have died in a terrible spontaneous combustion way, but there's no time to mourn. We got videos to record. Let's go, Derek.
Yes. I switched your Pokemon, by the way. In case you weren't paying attention.
I was not.
I know
Although
you
I
weren't.
did see you open the menu, but my brain did not register what you were doing in the menu.
Yeah, that's why I told you.
I was like, oh yeah.
War Turtle.
It's
made for war.
War Turtle. You know what they say. Live not, want not. Oh, I'm a bird. Pocket sand.
Ah! Ow.
I use the most Pokemon ability. Pocket sand.
You know, everybody always laughs at me when I have a pod full of sand.
But they won't be. But they'll all be crying once I use it.
Yes. Where are all the wild Pokemon? We've literally been running around 3 floors. And
Oh
there's
yeah,
nothing
you know what was funny? I was just thinking that too. I was like, so when we use the binoculars, to just like delete all the wild Pokemon from this tower because I've not seen like any for floors now.
I don't think it's supposed to be like this. I think they're supposed to be haunters.
We glitched it out, man.
I think we did.
We broke the whole fucking thing. Oh no.
Be gone.
Who?
Be gone, intruders. So you can make it this far without having the binoculars.
Oh, and then they force you. That's
and then
right.
then you push back.
Yep. This one is even
use
bigger.
But there is a glitch that you can get past it without the binoculars.
Is there really?
Yeah, that's used in the speedrun of this game.
Oh, I see. There's a glitch to get past it without the binoculars in the original game, too. You just throw a fucking
Pokeball
at it and the game gives up.
And it doesn't know what to do.
No, it knows exactly what to do. Pokeball is an automatic...
No, like the game breaks after it.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean, is it knows exactly what to do. It knows to make you leave the Pokemon encounter. It doesn't know what to do once you leave it. How sad. That should have been a Kangaskhan.
The true form of the ghost was the reckless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed, returning it to the kind and gentle nature.
And you just pick up the Cubo by its fucking skull and you're just like, you're mine now.
Dude, the Alolan version of Cubone is like a ghost fire type.
Yes, it is.
And it's just like, And this proves they all died.
He's also a fire dancer.
Yes.
Which is dope.
Which I don't think we'll ever play that version, but if we do, we're 100% using one.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to actually play that. Well, I mean, you know, if technology improves and emulators get less shit, then maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. We wouldn't emulate it.
The Game Grumps have literally just stated that pretty much from this point forward, every game they play is going to be emulated. Which is interesting. A Ghastly!
I don't know what you're talking about. They don't emulate. No, not at all.
No, they literally just said that because they were like, we just bought a new computer, which means we can play all these new PC games. It also means that, and then he's like, we're probably just going to use it for emulating older games, but think of all the new PC games we can play. And I was just like, yep, they finally admitted it, all their shit's emulated. Which, in all fairness, I know all their shit's emulated, because the quality of their videos was always way too high for the games they were playing. I was always like, these games did not look this good.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting the raw footage of, like, the output of the console, and there's no way they HDMI modded all their consoles. I'm like, there's no way they did it.
No.
I would do that, because I'm insane. There's no way Egoraptor did that shit.
Chris likes to play it on original hardware, though. That's the thing.
I love original hardware. I don't like emulation, for a variety of reasons.
Because Nintendo is terrible, and I hate them.
Well, one, it's because it's a legal gray area. And it only takes one, like, court case to then make it illegal, essentially, because it's a legal gray area. And then, on top of that, I do just like to play original hardware in physical copies. I have a wall of games for a reason. I like my physical copies of games.
I have a wall of games for a reason, damn it!
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nailed it. And the other reason is... only original hardware will play games 100% the way they're supposed to be played. If you emulate it, there's always going to be something slightly off. And sometimes it's not noticeable, and sometimes it's immediately noticeable.
Like all the patterns being off.
Yeah. Like, and sometimes, you know, that's not even the emulator's fault. Sometimes it's like the ROM's fault you got. And then it's like... And that's the other thing is, like, gotta make sure you get good ROMs, and then you gotta download all that shit, and it takes up storage to have them, and fucking, it's just a pain in the ass. So I don't like doing it.
Understandable.
I only like it if it makes it more convenient to record. And most of the time, it makes it way less convenient to record.
So, one thing... Oh, you're gonna fly away again.
Goodbye.
It's a forced double battle.
I hope you enjoy this double battle. I'm gonna put the controller down.
Take a sip.
Take a sip.
The other thing was, like, emulation. That I'm like, oh, I could emulate a Pokemon game, and then I go... But then I wouldn't be able to transfer those Pokemon.
You can actually on some emulators now.
Really?
Yeah. Though, the way of doing it is kind of fucking weird. Because you have to use, like... extra hardware to, like, transfer the file of the Pokemon essentially from PC to, like, an actual cartridge.
I don't know how to feel about that.
It's very odd.
Because it's just like you can... Because as a Pokemon player, I've encountered my fair share of shiny Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I like having them in a box. That way I can just let them sit there and never use them.
Yes. The way to do it right is... It's convoluted. They might have come up with easier methods than this, but this is how I always knew to do it. And it's, you have to get some hardware that will let you rip your cartridge data. Like, it will let you put your save data on or off the cartridge, right? Onto a PC file. And then you use that save file to run two separate emulators. And then you can transfer from one emulator to the other emulator that has your save file from your cartridge, and then transfer that save file back to the cartridge. It is a pain in the ass, but it is doable.
I don't like that one bit, because there's so much room for, like, glitches and shit.
Well, you don't have to worry about glitches, well, unless you buy, like, a shitty ROM ripper. True. Most of them are really good. There's a lot of really good save data rippers now for backing up your cartridge games, specifically because it's such a problem, because the battery is dying. Deleting all your save file became such a problem that people were like, I'm just gonna make a way that I can fucking save it on PC. So they're pretty good nowadays.
Like, if I wanted to play, like, a version, like, an old game that I have that I know doesn't let you save anymore,
Yep.
I would. Like, I would totally do that with, I think, might have a copy of Gold.
Mm-hmm.
I would do that with Gold, because I know the battery of my Gold copy is dead.
Yeah, see, I would just... For me, I would replace the battery in the cartridge.
I know you would.
Because I'm insane. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not that insane. There's people that literally convert those cartridges to be rechargeable batteries and put cut little holes in the fucking cartridge slots for, like, a USB-C, and they can just plug in the cartridge and literally charge the cartridge battery so that it doesn't die. And that seems really cool and all.
But that's so
But,
practical.
well, it seems cool, but, like, rechargeable batteries die, like, kind of quickly. Hold on, let's call it here. We'll pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.